Hoops team has gone back-to-back 20-win seasons since 2011 and 2012. Both these teams in the NCAA tournament a year ago. Vanderbilt has not had any luck against Missouri since 2010 in this building, trying to break that. And right away, Tyler Tanner opens things up with a nice assist to Jalen Washington. th all-time meeting. Missouri leads it 10-9.
Good start for Vanderbilt, especially Tyler Tanner. Did not play great in the win over at A&M, only 2 of 10 from the field. But he still ran the floor well, 6 assists, 3 steals. If his teammates the first half, Dave, would have shot the ball better, he probably would have had 11 or 12 assists.
Made the midseason Wooden Award watch list, the top 20 players in the country on that list. Tyler Tanner was one of them. Corner 3 from McLaughlin. And he rips the net. He did the same thing on Saturday, open up the game with a big 3.
A very good three-point shooting team this Vanderbilt squad is. Come in with a lot of confidence after that win on Saturday against Texas A&M.
Here's Phillips, where they need him to stay on the floor. Foul trouble has been his nemesis this year. And he's on the floor. And I think there's an offensive foul. There you go, just talking about it. An early foul on the big man. Phillips will give it right back to Vanderbilt. Mark Byington all smiles right now. We'll see how it looks as this game goes on.
Think of this. His team is 21-4 this season. They've got a couple of guys out. Frankie Collins, Duke Miles, 2 guards that they need. But you know what? They've played well without him because Tyler Tanner has been fantastic.
Now this matchup at the point guard position tonight with T.O. Barrett from Missouri wearing number 5 and Tyler Tanner number 3 in black is going to be something to watch.
There is a physicality of how T.O. Barrett plays. 7th start in a row. He has been outstanding. Did not play great against Texas on Saturday night, but he has been terrific at getting the Missouri Tigers into good offensive sets. Defensively, he's physical. Let's keep an eye on one thing. Tyler Tanner kind of has a flu bug. He did not do much at shoot-around, didn't do much in warm-ups, but he's out there playing. See how many minutes he can go.
We saw him walk off the court after they got loose tonight. He had a big old smile on his face, so I think he was feeling good enough to give this a nice run tonight.
Great matchup here. McLaughlin, good defender. We know Mitchell, one of the better offensive players.
Barrett catch, shoot, perfect.
Mark Mitchell does not force anything. So if you semi-double him or look like you might come, he makes terrific ideas with where passes need to go.
Washington in and out, no good. Rebound, Barrett had it. Trying to keep it alive, but right to Vanderbilt. McLaughlin makes him pay.
One of the things when you watch Vanderbilt on offense, Mark Byington talks about when they practice, understand our pace is what he says. They play with a lot of quickness, a lot of pace on the offensive end. Good matchup. Okereke very good defensively at 6'7".
Off to Mark from Stone. Rebound to Okereke. Washington inside. Well, how about McLaughlin? Kept it alive, just kind of batted it away from Phillips.
Now, this is the second year we've seen McLaughlin in a Vandy uniform, the transfer from Boston College. He was terrific at Boston College, even better at Vanderbilt. Kind of the glue to this Commodore team. Missouri needs to respond now on the offensive end, get some energy in this building.
T.O. Barrett in traffic, blocked by Okereke.
Think of that matchup because mostly T.O. Barrett at 6'4" goes against some smaller point guards. So defensively, Vanderbilt has said, let's take a bigger body. A.K. Okereke, who is 6'7", they'll put him on the point guard, Barrett, and see if he can keep him away from scoring because Barrett scores around the rim.
Anthony Robinson will check in. He'll check in for T.O. Barrett. A quick substitution, less than 3 minutes gone by here. Dennis Gates having a little chat with T.O. on that sideline, explaining his reasoning for subbing him out so early. Spin move off the window, no good from Pierce. Here is Tyler Nickel, leading the conference in three-point shooting. Foul on Robinson, trying to check Tyler Tanner. But we watched Tyler Tanner. He had to really work to try to just even get his hands on the basketball against Texas A&M over the weekend.
Well, think of the job Tyler Tanner has done, really the only point guard. Again, I mentioned Duke Miles. Maybe he'll play Saturday. We don't know when Frankie Collins will be back. That's the 3 guards. Those 2 guys haven't played for a number of games. Tyler Tanner will log 38 to 40 minutes. He's got to handle the basketball. He's got to make all the passes and make a lot of shots. This guy, Nickel, can shoot it from deep.
Nickel misfires on his first 3. He's made 84 triples on the year. Mitchell back the other way. Well, they just let him get to the logo, and that's trouble.
Well, the trouble is the fact Okereke gave Mitchell some space. So when Mark Mitchell has it on the drive, he'll either go left or right hand. It doesn't really matter. He knows how to attack, how to get his body into defender's body. What Vanderbilt has to be careful of, especially Okereke, that's his first personal. He doesn't want to pick up that second one quickly.
Mark Byington played just 8 players against Texas A&M, and a team that Texas A&M plays 11, sometimes 12 guys a game because of the pace they play. But Vanderbilt survived at home.
And as we've watched this Missouri team the last few weeks, Dennis Gates has shortened his bench.
Yes.
Not many guys, 7 or 8, will play.
Washington lost it. It'll stay with Missouri. Nicholas Randall will check in for Phillips for Missouri.
The second half against Texas, Missouri never got on a run. They could not make the stops they needed. Texas was very good offensively. And when you're at home, what you rely on, in fact, is getting 1 or 2 or 3 stops in a row, getting 1 or 2, 3 baskets in a row. A home crowd gets it going. Missouri did not have that the second half against the Longhorns.
What did Texas do to really?
Well, Texas was great offensively in their execution. And then the biggest key of anything offensively, they made shots late in the shot clock. They scored 25 of the 27 possessions in the second half. Absolutely amazing.
That'll hurt your feelings, won't it?
Yeah. Nice move.
Oh, that's big time, but he can't finish it. Mitchell can't believe it didn't go in. They have missed 4 straight field goal attempts. Here's Tanner. Bing checks in. Wearing number 7, also on the floor now. Tyler Tanner can't get it to go. Randall lost the handle right into the hands of Tanner.
Opportunities missed for Missouri. Still down by 5 early.
Nickel lost it. They scrum for the basketball. They're going to say tie up. Arrow will favor Missouri. And that'll get us to our first timeout of the game. The Commodores off to a good start. Kind of late in the second half. And
Dave, they would call that his Heisman moment in football. This is his maybe player of the year moment in the SEC.
But as you said, 25 shots, but 45 points on just 25 shots.
It's amazing. Amazing.
Well, here it's 9-4. Vanderbilt out in front. Commodores have hit 4 of 8 to start. Missouri's 1 of 5.
Not unusual for Vandy to be good defensively. They've been solid all year long. Number 1 in the SEC in steals, number 1 in turnover margin defensively, number 1 in 3-point field goal defense.
2 seconds of the shot clock. I don't think that hit any rim. That'll be a shot clock violation. It'll go to Missouri, and right on cue, you see that half-court defense. And Mark Byington was telling us over the weekend about when we play good half-court defense, we can play with anybody.
Well, Missouri's not getting into anything offensively. Opposite of that, Vanderbilt, because of Tanner out front, they get into things quickly at the pace they want to play at, and they all kind of understand what that pace is.
Oh, wow, what a cut. Okereke can't handle it. And another turnover by Vanderbilt. Mizzou, no field goals in 4 minutes, and they'll head to the free throw line here. They've missed 5 straight from the field, but we'll try to get some points for the free throw line.
A value of a guy like Mark Mitchell at 6'9" that can bring it off the dribble and attack the defenders as they're getting on their heels. He's smart. He knows how to draw contact almost every time.
So here is Mark Mitchell. has attempted a ton of free throws. 128 for 196. 20th in Division I in free throw attempts, second in the SEC.
Well, you take a look at those numbers. The free throw percentage did not help Missouri in the Longhorn game. They did not shoot it well down the stretch in that game. And that game kept widening out for the Longhorns in that victory.
Well, it's been an issue for sure for Missouri free throws, as they are dead last in the Southeastern Conference in free throw percentage. Nickel fires, but clamped off the side of the rim.
Tough shot going to his right and never got the right shoulder turned around, got square to the rim.
Phillips quickly double team, cross-court pass. Here goes Pierce. Tyler Tanner.
Well, it's a shot they want. Good swing pass.
Being pass underneath and a foul, and then again Washington to the line.
You know, the shot that Pierce makes is the one they want. Good outside shooter, got the open look. When they miss, though, Missouri did not get back defensively quickly enough. Vanderbilt will get the ball right on top of your defense, and if you're not ready, it will attack that rim.
So at the line is Jalen Washington, the transfer from North Carolina. Gymnastics takes over the SEC Network every Friday night, and we have another great doubleheader for you this week as 4th-ranked Florida squares off against 6th-ranked Georgia. That'll be coming your way at 7 o'clock Eastern. Then number 18 Auburn will host 3rd-ranked Alabama. As always, you can catch those on the ESPN app as well. Here it's a Vanderbilt 5-point advantage.
Bigger lineup now in for Vanderbilt as Tanner is taken out.
Robinson fouls as he had the ball stripped away. He thought he was hacked on the arm, but he'll be called for the hack. And
now let's keep an eye
his second.
With Tyler Tanner out of the lineup, who brings the ball up? Chandler Bing in the lineup as a backup point guard is not really a true point, but most of the time, A.K. Okereke will handle the ball if there's pressure. He's 6'7", but very comfortable with it.
And here is the freshman, Chandler Bing out of Atlanta.
He played terrifically against A&M, 30 minutes, 11 points, 6 rebounds.
Nickel. Washington, little scoop shot. Tapped around and one over there in the corner by Stone.
And numbers for Mizzou if they push.
They do, and they get the bucket. That's a tough ask for Bing to bring it up on Barrett, but Barrett ran right into a big screen by Washington.
And because you don't get it up quickly, it's hard to get into any good sets. And they get backed out about 5 or 6 feet from where they'd like to play.
Barrett with a takeaway. He'll take it himself, and he's fouled.
Starts on the defensive end, Dave, because Tyler Tanner's not in. He's not going to sit out very long as he makes his way. And if Missouri could do that defensively, turn up the pressure, turn up the heat, get a steal, and go the other way. This time before, they have numbers, 5-on-4. So what does Trent Pierce do? Not settle for the jump shot, which he's known for, is taking the jumper, but he went right to the rim. In this matchup, Barrett's going to win most of those. Strong, physical, finishes, contact, goes to the free throw line.
So Barrett converts the three-point opportunity. The sophomore out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, has started the last 6 games.
And you see the value of Tanner right immediately back in the lineup just to get him into offensive set.
It has been over 5 minutes since the Commodores made a field goal. Well, Mark Mitchell wasn't even looking for the basketball. Barrett.
That's quick reaction.
Barrett asking for a little help up top. Here comes Phillips. Stone fires for 3. Got it. Boy, that got out of his hands in a hurry.
It does not take him long to get going when he catches and releases. Big time score.
Missouri's first lead of the night. McLaughlin, he's off to a good start.
Terrific find by Mike James. Shot clock winding down. Put it on the floor. Drew the weak side defender over.
That snaps an 8-0 Missouri run. McLaughlin now with 9.
And here was a matchup we thought earlier. Okereke on Barrett. It worked favorably for the Dores.
Boy, Mitchell. Some big collisions with Mike James, and then Vandy just kicks it away. 1-point game here in Como.
Well, Missouri down early, but they turned it up defensively, and when you do that, maybe you get opportunities on the offensive end. Around Vanderbilt program. Did anybody expect this? Maybe not this early. He was a terrific player as a freshman, did not turn the ball over very much, ran the club. But his explosion this season has been just phenomenal to watch. Now, what has helped a little bit? They've had injuries. We talked about Duke Miles. Maybe he gets back, the transfer from Oklahoma. Maybe he'll be back this Saturday. Frankie Collins not playing. It put more pressure and more time commitment to Tyler Tanner, but he's handled it. Not only scoring, but running the ball, running the program, getting people set, still big time on defensive end. The thing is, he has to log a lot of minutes.
First in the league in steals, second in assists, fifth in points, fifth in free throw percentage, also ninth. You could put in top 10 in the country in steals. Boy, Phillips got great position, and they fed him the basketball.
High-low, and Missouri is an extremely physically big team. They're long, and when they work the high-low with the two bigs, tough to defend.
Vandy started 4 of 6 from the field. They are just 1 of their last 6. Where will they go for a bucket? The hot hand has been McLaughlin. He's got it now. Tanner, shot clock at 5, turns the corner and lays it in, up and in over a couple of the tall boys underneath.
There's quickness, and then there's quickness. He can explode in a hurry. He's got a quick twitch is what I'd call it. Not only just fast and quick, but he is so fast when it happens.
Boy, T.O. Barrett's just got so much more size than Tyler Tanner. Barrett, he takes it himself, and he drew some contact. Mike James will get whistled for the foul.
The key to any time you have a high-low with big guys is how they position. And you're going to take a look when they come down and set the screen. When you're playing two-man game, then Mark Mitchell's going to come up to top. Now stop it right there and look at the position. Right here, the position's set. So all Mark Mitchell has to do is get the ball anywhere in an area where his teammate can catch it. Easy finish.
Well done on the telestrator.
It's a night of drawing. It's a night of drawing.
We should get a sponsor for your
I was practicing at home. It was so beautiful outside. I just got my Etch-a-Sketch out there. Start drawing stuff. How about this weather where you had you come in?
I appreciate you getting that right for me. 70 degrees and sunny around Columbia today. Great to walk downtown. Students out everywhere today. Just gorgeous. We're going to be back here next week. Something tells me it won't be 70, though.
Bring your snow boots. You never know.
2-point Missouri lead. McLaughlin wasn't expecting it. Still corralled it and able to throw that one up over the 7'5" Trent Burns, but it didn't go down.
And I thought he had a pass out to James wide open in the corner.
Off the side of the backboard, Barrett keeps it alive. Stone. Shot clock in single digits. Here's Mitchell. Back to Barrett. T.O. backpedals. Had a foot on the line. And there'll be a foul. That's going to go against Vanderbilt. I think Tyler Nickel might pick that one up. Hey, Saturday on the SEC Network, a quadruple header of men's basketball games coming your way, starting at 1 Eastern. But we're going to feature the third game as 25th ranked Alabama takes on LSU at 6 Eastern time. Alabama still may be playing. They may just have to shower and get right back on the court. They're in double overtime with Arkansas and Tuscaloosa currently. T.O. Barrett. McCarrickey slides right by him. They get it to Stone. He elevates and hammered. A 4-point opportunity coming up for Jaden Stone. Boy, Tanner just cut right underneath him.
Well, Tanner says he got pushed. Tanner's ankle turned. Stone's ankle might have turned. Take a look at this as he comes back.
Oh, he did. He just.
So he got pushed by Cruz or not? Or did he just miss him?
Yeah, there was no push, but
he got tripped. He stepped on the foot. So his ankle turned. Stone got up. His ankle turned. February hoops, man.
Stone to free throw line, 78%. Nice trip down the floor for Jaden Stone. Picks up 4 points.
And now Vandy needs a good offensive possession.
Bing to Washington. Bounce pass to Tyler Tanner. Back to Tyler Nickel. Again, shot clock at 5. Washington lines it up, and that one's no good. Rebound to Burns.
And they're going to give him that shot. He shoots under 30% from deep.
Stone off to Pierce. Here's Burns at 7-5.
And he can face up and shoot threes. Tell you what, this Vandy defense half court's pretty good.
In and out. A rebound into the hands of Okereke.
Smart play by Tanner. He let the defense touch it so it wasn't double dribble.
They're going to say kick basketball, so it's going to stay with Vanderbilt. 46 points for Acuff. And he's 16 of 26. I mean, it's not like he's shot it 40 times.
Mark Byington's trying to think, how do we get some of those points in the Vandy jersey?
Another miss by the Commodores. Their first 7 possessions, they produced 9 points. Last 15 possessions, just 6 points for the Commodores.
Good catch. The lane is open.
Stone trying to work on the freshman Bing, and he draws the foul.
Missouri's been good, David, getting the ball to the paint and getting body on body. Now they're getting the whistles. And the coaching staff of Vandy across from us, they don't look happy by the way the whistle's being blown, by the physicality or lack of that the officials aren't giving the Vanderbilt players.
Stone at the free throw line, coming off 16 points against Texas. Had 4 turnovers, though, in that game.
An instant offense kind of player. He can score in bunches in a wide variety of ways. He's a great jump shooter. Good off the bounce, good finishing on the rim, and if you get in his way, he'll dunk on you.
Cruz takes a seat. Stone, the young man out of Perth, Australia.
Tyler Nickel has been very quiet for Vanderbilt, the shooter. Coming off a terrific game. He had 25 points in the win against A&M on Saturday.
Washington fakes out Burns, gets it to Nickel. And there you go. Got him open, quick catch and shoot.
Pretty good job by Washington. The ball fake out front. Draw the defender. Get Nickel an open look. The coaching staff, again, we're in a good spot. Looked across at Missouri. They were mad that they left Nickel open.
I think that might have been maybe item number 1 on the scout.
I think so. Don't leave Nickel at any time.
Cross-court pass. Stone answers.
Very nice by Mark Mitchell. Another assist. Not surprising. Sees the floor. Not in any hurry. Double team comes. Find the open guy.
12 for Stone here in the first half. Perfect from behind the arc. 3 of 3. Tyler Tanner. McLaughlin has 1 3, and that one won't drop. Good rebound by Washington, but Burns with the block. Harris can't get it to go. Washington again, another offensive rebound. And it trickles through the cylinder.
3 opportunities in one trip.
Mitchell with 3 points, all at the free throw line. That won't go. Nickel. Tanner, long 3. No good. Tapped around a couple of times. Burns had it, and Burns will have it again. Good save on the baseline.
A lot of minutes for Burns up and down the floor. Wow, heat check there, huh? But not hot enough to take the heat check. Well, back and forth we go. The shooting has picked up a little bit, and here's what Vandy wants more of. Tyler Nickel maybe to find some open looks, because he can do that. And on the offensive end for Missouri, it really goes through Mark Mitchell's hands, and he makes great decisions, finds an open guy like Stone in the corner, knocked it in.
Tanner step back and knocks it home. Tyler Tanner, a 37% three-point shooter with his 43rd of the season.
And think of this as a defender. You're worried about his quickness, and as he puts it on to go by you and then gives you a little bump on the step back, you can't get back to that shot.
Mitchell. T.O. Barrett, little shot put from the corner.
You know, I was surprised he took it only because Mark Mitchell had Tyler Tanner on him in the post. But a good bucket.
McLaughlin to Washington. And short. T.O. Barrett. T.O. flows it up for Phillips. Misfires. Tanner out in front. Chased down by Robinson, and Tanner wins.
Kind of like that cartoon. Beep, beep. There he goes. That is fast.
Four-point Missouri lead. Mitchell in traffic.
Well, he's missed shots around the rim that he normally does not miss. Missouri's getting him on downhill, but not.
We're playing here tonight with Barrett and Tanner. This is what they came into this game producing over the last 6. All those for T.O. Barrett are the only games he started all year, and this is what they have done tonight.
Well, let's go back. Tyler Tanner has done it all season long, and a breakout year as a sophomore. T.O. Barrett, a breakout year, but really only the last 6 or 7 ball games he's been put in the starting lineup. I think he's changed Missouri offensively. I think they run better stuff. He gets them into their offensive sets, and they've been winning. Now, they didn't win Saturday against Texas, but they've been winning basketball games, and down the stretch, they're going to have to keep winning to make that NCAA tournament.
Phillips just dribbled it a little too hard, bounced up, and it was a free basketball, and Tanner comes out of there with it.
Is McLaughlin around the ball like all the time for Vandy? It's amazing.
Okereke. Mike James, or excuse me, Tyler Harris. Ooh, and Phillips hit the floor hard.
Foul call on Vanderbilt number 8, Tyler Harris. That's his first.
Tyler Harris is a guy that transferred from Washington that Vanderbilt would love to get going. Averaged nearly 12 a game at Washington, but has really struggled shooting the ball. In a Vandy uniform, averaged about 15 minutes a game with 7 points.
Another opportunity for Missouri. Pierce, no good. Rebound taken out by Tyler Harris.
Even his misses look good.
Yeah.
Like every time he shoots it, you think that's going in.
The rotation on this basketball is just magnificent. Here's James. Little stutter step, gets to the paint, and he is fouled. Free throws coming up for the junior.
Mark Mitchell closed out on James, but he closed out and he bought the fake.
Sean Phillips just picked up his second foul. Hey, Sunday at 6 o'clock Eastern, 5 Central. It's a 3.5-hour best of from this week's SEC men's and women's swimming and diving championships. If you want to get ready for the next Summer Olympics, that's what you want to watch, because the majority of those swimmers will be in the Olympics for their respective countries. That's what I've learned about SEC swimming and diving.
Well, how about everything?
Yeah, exactly.
If you want to see someone go to the next level, watch the SEC conference. Speaking of Olympics, Winter Olympics have been great to watch. Oh, nice move. Oh, better block.
Okereke gets a piece of the Barrett shot, then a foul. Stone on Tanner.
Again, let's go back to the matchup. Okereke 6'7". Smart decision by Mark Byington and his staff to put him on Barrett at 6'4". Barrett likes to be physical, likes to drive the ball. That time, good move. But the 6'7" Okereke stayed with it, made the block.
Foul on Jaden Stone. His first. 2.5 minutes to play. Tanner threw it up on the rim. Couldn't get it to go. Barrett. Dennis Gates says, bring it out. Let's run a little half-court offense. 4 up is what we're doing.
Keep an eye on Mitchell. Keep him in the half-court sets.
Mitchell.
And you see where Stone just cleared totally out of the side. Let him go to work.
And Mitchell finally gets it.
Stone just simply cleared out, went to the other side. You give your best player the whole side to go to work. And Mitchell's as good as any in the league to finish.
His first field goal of the game, averaging 17 per night. That'll be the first foul on Barrett. That'll be the 17th foul. Allison Tyler Tanner to the free throw line.
And the value of a guy like Tanner, we talk about his point guard skills, defensive skills, 86% free throw shooter. So down the stretch, he's a guy you want the ball in his hands, and he will go to the free throw line and usually delivers.
Double figures in every game. Matter of fact, he was 24 straight in double figures until their last outing against A&M. That is career high 37 in a win against Oklahoma. Or excuse me, in a loss to Oklahoma. 14 of 18 at the free throw line in that game with 9 assists.
He had the huge game. The win at Auburn a week ago was huge for this Vandy team, and Tanner had 25 in that game.
That's a nice matchup. Okereke. Mark Mitchell. Barrett's three is no good. Batted around a couple of times, and boy, Okereke and Barrett. Man, that looks like a football battle going on out there between those two.
And I really can't remember a game, Dave, where T.O. Barrett has settled for the three-point shot. Though he's in a couple of them. He's 2 of 4, but it seems like he's taken that earlier than normal. Not usually his game.
Second foul on Okereke. Yeah, coming in, T.O. just 7 of 29 this year from behind the arc. That's just 24%. So already the fact that he's put up 4 3-pointers. Made his first one. Barrett. Now 9 times in double figures this year as he buries that free throw. 11 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist.
Let's go back early in this game when Dennis Gates took T.O. Barrett out pretty quickly in the first 3 minutes. Wasn't happy about something. A little discussion on the sideline. Got it back in, and Barrett's been pretty solid this first half.
Nickel. Washington there for the rebound. Another opportunity. Tanner throws it up, and that won't go. Finally, Stone with it. Mitchell's flying through the lane. Kicks it out for Pierce. Got it!
Unselfish play again by Mark Mitchell. I think Mitchell had a layup. Didn't take it. Saw Pierce, the sharpshooter, in the corner. Trent Pierce delivers again.
How about 5 assists for Mark Mitchell?
Well, anytime Mark Mitchell gets it on the floor, you're going to take a look. Here's the guy you want to keep an eye on. And Trent Pierce knows where to go and where to spot up. Now freeze it right there. Here's the opening. This guy is so good at taking the ball in. This defender's going to have to help. And there it is, a guy who just shoots the heck out of it. But I tell you what, unselfish, most all-SEC players like Mitchell probably would have taken that himself and laid it in. Another assist for Mitchell, right on the money from Trent Pierce.
Largest lead of the night. Mark Mitchell has just been fantastic. Trying to become Missouri's first player in 30 years to average 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists.
Who was the last one? Peeler?
Anthony Peeler.
He was pretty good.
Yeah, he could play a little bit.
The lefty.
I went by the Hearn. You drive by the Hearn Center on the way in, the old building and stuff. Do you ever go in there where you used to play?
You know, I went a few years. It's been a number of years. I went to a volleyball match, and I walked in. It's the steepest building. Like when you look straight down and go, wow. Great home court advantage for the Tiger teams of the past.
Boy, Tyler Tanner rips the net as he spins around at the free throw line, cuts it to 6.
It's kind of like go ahead and try to guard that, right? It's speed coming at you, and then he puts on the brakes, turns, a little fade away. He makes it look easy. Last shot of the half.
McLaughlin trying to defend Mitchell, gets a screen from Burns. Now they switch it off with Washington. Mitchell, 3 on the shot clock, kicks it to Barrett, and that one's no good. That'll do it for the first half. And Missouri, a little slow start offensively, but got it going. Missouri 13-1 this season.
Laced it up and play. Great first half, 12 points and a couple of assists also.
It'd be fun to have T.O. Barrett put on some pads, wouldn't it?
Woo, my goodness. My goodness.
Only the 3rd time all year. You mentioned Vanderbilt rarely trails at the half. Only 3 times this year in 26 games. Boy, Phillips just ripped that one away from Nickel.
Big rebound. Somewhat of an important miss by Nickel, right? He took it to the hole, looked like he had an easy one.
Mark Mitchell with 5 points in the first half. The team's leading scorer, averaging 17 a game. Crossover right past Washington. He's fouled, and again, that might be the 4th or 5th time Mitchell's been at the rim, and they just won't seem to drop tonight.
And he smiles and shakes his head. His coach Dennis Smith smiles, or Dennis Gates smiles and shakes his head, because Mark Mitchell normally finishes those. The thing about Mitchell, his handle, he has a hesitation where he gets big guys to relax, and then he puts it on the floor, goes right by him.
You mentioned he normally makes those and gets fouled. He leads the team with 28 and 1s this year. Second team All-SEC performer a year ago. A couple of seasons at Duke. Matter of fact, he came as a former McDonald's All-American. Speaking of that, there are 2 McDonald's All-Americans coming to Missouri next year.
Yeah.
They have 3 top 100 players in their recruiting class for Dennis Gates.
Well, you think of what Mitchell did at Duke, started 2 years at Duke. That says a lot right there, 2 seasons. He's been terrific here in the SEC. Nice pass. Got to convert these.
McLaughlin does convert.
Got to convert to stretch the defense just enough. Missouri has been giving guys open looks. That time McLaughlin delivered.
Mitchell. A couple of former ACC players right there. Washington from North Carolina.
Wow.
And Mitchell from Duke.
Yeah, they keep looking for the matchups that they liked when they set the high screens with Mark Mitchell. I think I'd say Missouri's more comfortable with Washington guard Mitchell, and I think Mitchell can attack it. Mark Byington hasn't been happy with the whistle of his guys. Thinks limited touches, but the physicality. The officials aren't letting them play. There's not a lot of roughness going on.
That's a huge foul. Okereke left with 3 fouls, and there's 18:42 to play.
Yeah, very valuable piece to the Commodores.
Phillips, good pass from Mark Mitchell. That's his 6th assist.
You try to double him, he finds the guys that you doubled off of.
Washington kicks it out to Chandler Bing.
Good thing traveling's not a thing anymore.
Yeah.
Kind of left that one go somewhere.
Foul on Phillips. That'll be his 3rd.
Again, the value of Mark Mitchell, double team, head up, eyes up, and that's an easy play for his big center. Many bigs can't make the play. 1, because they don't handle the ball well enough. 2, then to take it off the bounce and then make the pass.
What do you think about Mitchell's game as it translates to the next level?
Well, the hard part is he's just not an outside shooter. He can make a bucket now and then, but I've talked to NBA scouts, and again, that's a question. They love his athleticism. They love his high IQ, how he plays, good teammate. He'll get a look and he'll get a chance, and what happens in every situation when you get to training camp, how do you fit? You know, what kind of piece are you to a team?
Knocked out of bounds by Missouri. Stone thought that hit McLaughlin while Devin was standing out of bounds.
McLaughlin gave him a good look, and the reason Stone's Australian. So you know he was talking to McLaughlin looking like, well, what's he saying?
Tyler Nickel will inbound. Nickel with 3 points, 1 of 4 from behind the arc.
And remember, he had 25 in the win Saturday against A&M.
Shot clock violation, and
another solid defensive stand by Missouri. Dennis Gates' team probably doesn't get enough credit of how good they can be on the defensive end.
I love that Mark Byington, the 5 guys on the bench over there are getting yelled at because the 5 guys on the floor couldn't get the shot off in time.
Hey, you must know, right?
Mitchell guarded by McLaughlin. Burns, air ball.
Wow.
7'5" Burns. 1 of 6 on the year from behind the arc. You can make it 1 of 7 now.
7'5". That was wide left. Doesn't have to shoot it very high, though. 7'5" with his arms reached out.
You know, you could say 7'5", but until you stand on the court with somebody that,
I mean, it's amazing.
Back to Barrett. Off to Mitchell. 1 on 4. He will back it out.
Think they run that play again for Burns up high?
No, I think that will be scratched off the list.
We'll check it. Here we go.
Underneath the Stone, reverse layup is good. Assist to T.O. Barrett.
Yeah, what a delivery by Barrett. Barrett's so good at keeping his dribble going through the lane. Rarely picks it up until he can make a play.
Tanner, nice screen from Nickel. Kicks it back. Nickel left wide open and misses. Boy, he just doesn't miss those types of shots. And a foul on Barrett.
Take a look. We talk about T.O. Barrett off the dribble. Now he's going to take it inside. He does not give his dribble up. His teammate's going to come from the corner. So when Barrett has the bounce, as he comes now, his eyesight. He's got one coming baseline. He's also got Pierce, he's got Burns rolling down the middle. Again, what Barrett does really well, he doesn't pick up the dribble till he wants to make the play, not has to make the play.
Tyler Tanner out of the corner, no good.
Another open miss.
Commodores 4 of 13 from behind the arc. Vanderbilt came into this game. Third in the conference in three-point percentage, third in makes per game. That is perfect from Trent Pierce.
Barrett has Vanderbilt on their heels, Dave, and they can't contain him off the bounce.
7-0 run for the Tigers.
A lot of switching by Mizzou. Someone is always on Tyler Tanner.
5 on the shot clock. Mitchell wins the basketball. Boy, Missouri's defense tonight has been fantastic.
Yeah, they've been terrific. Again, Vanderbilt had shot the ball well. So another assist.
Yep.
T.O.'s got it on a string with a bounce, delivering, and his teammates are making big shots. Missouri on a 10-0 run.
This is a big one. You know, again, I'll go back and maybe not a must-win, but certainly a game that they want to have.
Well, they talk nationally that Missouri has the second hardest schedule coming down the stretch. And so when you're at home, you better win these games. There's going to be tough ones on the road.
Jaden Leverett, the freshman out of El Paso, gets that shot to drop.
So can Vandy get some stops and get on a little momentum, get back in this game? Right now, Barrett's simply controlling everything off the dribble.
Mitchell knocking home a three. Everybody getting in on the act tonight from behind the arc for the Tigers. Tanner splits the defenders at the top of the key and gets the layup.
That's what he could do. Speed, quickness through two guys. Now again, can they guard Barrett? Can they keep Barrett away from just doing everything he wants to do?
Here's T.O. Barrett. T.O. with 5 assists tonight. Tyler Tanner elevates over the 7-5 Burns. I don't know if it was over. How about to the side? Lofts that one high off the window, and a foul against Missouri. Missouri up 13, timeout on the floor.
Well, when things are going good, they're going good. 3 rebounds. It's funny, when Georgia came in here, I was talking to Mike White before the game, and Coach White simply said, you know, Mark Mitchell's so good. If he has a good game, it's 24-8. If he has a bad game, it's still 17-5. Like, it's he's so consistent, and most definitely will be a first-teamer in this league.
That's just the second free throw of the season for Jaden Leverett. Now 0 for 2 at the line. Young man out of El Paso, Texas, 6'11", 257. He's got 3 points, came in averaging 1 a game. Stone trying to go baseline, and Leverett comes up with a basketball. Long out. McLaughlin can't hang on to it.
You know, the thing is, McLaughlin should have caught a two-handed. I know it was out ahead of him, but he was out ahead of the pack. If he catches that with 2 hands, he just jumps up. I think he lays it in.
Barrett to Mitchell.
Oh, nice. Neither of the 2 defenders of Vanderbilt were guarding Mitchell or Burns. They were just stuck in the middle of the lane.
Something tells me that wasn't part of the game plan.
No. Lack of communication, which coaches, Dave, I think it's the biggest thing coaches talk about nowadays is communication. And players not talking.
KB Burdett had the foul before Byron Jarrett had the out of bounds. Right in front of the student section, letting our officials hear it a little bit about their. Well, you can hear now they just showed it on the big board. That just riles them up a little bit more. By the way, kudos to the student section. They have filled it up here.
For Missouri, number 15, Sean Phillips Jr. and number 35.
You know, a tendency for officials. Human nature would give most of the calls to the home team so that you feel good about yourself. Students wouldn't be yelling at you so much. But that's why these guys are so good. They don't worry about that. That's why I'm not an official today.
That's right.
I want to feel good about myself.
It's about you.
It's all about me. And so I would give every call so that those 22-year-olds and 20-year-olds up there would be happy with it.
Right.
And not yell at me.
Yeah.
That hurt my feelings.
I don't know how these guys do it, officiate.
Night in, night out. Phillips with 4 personals. Trent Burns going to have to play and gobble up some minutes. So a good trap in the corner.
Okereke back on the floor with 3 fouls. Works on Barrett. AK, no good. Burns grabs that rebound. Burns has 5 boards tonight.
Valuable minutes with Burns in the floor. They've been able to stretch the lead. Phillips on the sideline. Mitchell on the sideline right now.
Harrison for 10.
Mark Byington letting our officiating crew understand how he sees the things a little bit different than he's been seeing.
Yeah, I think he's seen it a lot differently than the guys in the striped shirts. Now he took Tyler Tanner out. Remember in the first half they really struggled. Cruz up top, he loves that shot.
It'll stay with Missouri.
They ran a set play for Cruz. Outstanding three-point shooter.
Cruz shoots 46% from behind the arc, and he's got a good sample size, 52 out of 111. Robinson will check in. T.O. Barrett gets a breather. T.O. with 12 points, 5 assists. Shot clock at 5. Long 3 from Stone, no good. And a foul against Vanderbilt. Tyler Harris.
Good job by Cruz getting inside. Known as a shooter, but he's also big enough, tall enough, strong enough to go offensive rebound at 6'8".
That's the second foul on Tyler Harris.
And if you're trying to make a comeback like the Commodores are, you cannot give your opponent more opportunities than one on that offensive end.
20 seconds on this possession for Missouri. They won't need it though, as Stone thought he was fouled.
Now maybe looking for a whistle. That's why he probably put that one up to the rim.
Boy, Vandy has missed 9 of their last field goal attempts. 9 of the last 11 field goal attempts.
Different offense without Tanner in, Dave.
Batted around, stolen by Pierce. He'll take it himself. Foul against Jaden Stone. A little frustrated.
Well, active hands on the defensive end. Vandy's not shot the ball well, and Missouri has stifled them all night. And this steal by Trent Pierce and the finish. Missouri has been in control. But you know, I mean, there's 11:38 left. That's a lot of time when you're as good as Vanderbilt to make a little run. They've got to do it scoring-wise and then make a few defensive stops. They just have not shot the ball well enough. Tyler Nickel, 1 of 6, 1 of 5 beyond the three-point line. Tyler Tanner back in. This is when their offense runs much more smoothly.
You know, and shockingly, Tyler Nicholas had a couple of really wide open looks.
Yeah,
Normally, those are the ones he buries. You can just count those as layups. There's Nickel guarded by Cruz. Well, there's a nice looking shot from Tyler Harris. Welcome to the three-point party, Tyler.
And that's a guy who, again, he struggled this year. But when he was at Washington, University of Washington last year, shot 49% from beyond the three-point line.
Yeah, 45 of 91. Robinson underneath, broke free, counted. That'll be a foul on Jalen Washington. A three-point opportunity coming up.
A terrific pass by Jaden Stone. Patient, waited for the cut, and Robinson made the cut, and Stone basically take a look at that. Here's going to be, now Stone's got the ball here. So he's going to come around. Now he's got to be patient and wait to see when the defender turns his head. Not on track, perfect pass. And again, when you're making the pass, be patient enough to let your offensive teammate get open.
So Robinson converts. He's been coming off the bench the last 6 games after starting the first 17. Tanner. Boy, Trent Burns, Tanner was thinking the shot. When you 7 5s in front of you, that'll make you hesitate.
Yeah, that's
double dribble.
Could be a travel, could be double dribble.
Pick your,
But 2 negatives could be a positive. They could have wiped him out and let him
For a
keep the
moment,
ball.
it looked like he was going to get away with it.
Yeah, I think traveling left the game of basketball.
All right, Tanner and Robinson.
I mean, I'm just going to say, Dave, as an observer of basketball, I don't think Tanner's really trying at his size to knock guys down. I mean, he's what, about $170?
Yeah.
That's dripping wet. And so
we're going to take a look to see if there was something that might elevate that foul to a flagrant.
I thought the first one went down. I thought that was a foul. Well, let's take a look. Maybe it is.
The call on the floor is a common foul against 99 from Vanderbilt. That play is under further review.
Well, that's against Devin McLaughlin.
Okay, so one's down there. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, that's.
I first saw Tanner got involved, and I thought, well, how would he go down with that?
Look,
that's it.
There's a lot. These are big boys.
That's a foul.
They're big boys playing ball, but the forearm shiver to the chest like that might have been a little excessive.
So you'd go more than a foul. I'd say a foul.
I'm just. I think the.
I mean, I get the generation of people. I'm a little older, so that it'll probably be a flagrant one. I'm just saying. Pretty good love tap. I think it's a good bump.
Common foul.
Flagrant one.
See?
Yeah.
I'm that new generation.
Well,
you're that older generation.
But here's what's amazing. Okay, when they showed
Following
it on the
review, the common foul on 99 from Vanderbilt has been upgraded to a flagrant 1 foul. That's a team foul and personal foul. The action's just unnecessary and excessive. Missouri will get 2 shots. They will also get the ball in their backcourt with 30 on the shot clock for a spot throw in following the free throws with nobody in the lane space.
KB Burdett.
He's not from the north. That's pretty good accent, isn't it? So here's my reaction, Dave, in the crowd, okay? They show that on the video. The 20 to 22-year-old students, 18 to 22, I mean, it's devastating. The older people cross the way.
That's how we play.
That's the Midwest. That's an old, that's how you play.
Biggest lead of the game right now for Missouri, 17, as Robinson tries to make it 18, and he does.
I'll bet Katie Burdett watches NASCAR.
He might. We'll ask him the next dead ball, see what he says. And he'll look at us like, why do you care if I...
Biggest lead. Talked about a must-win for Missouri. They played well.
done a nice job with Vanderbilt, averaging 88 points a game. That's 5th in the conference. Sitting on 41 with 10 and a half to play.
And a lot of times, besides the defense, Missouri control all the pace on the offensive end. With their patience, good shots. And again, Mitchell misses one close to the rim for him.
Don't you feel like there's a run in Vanderbilt coming up? Maybe this is the beginning of it. Nope.
Good.
Tapped around and a foul against Missouri on the rebound.
Vanderbilt has just not been able to make some open looks. The crossover dribble that time by Tyler Tanner, frees himself up, misses.
Foul on Cruz, his first. McLaughlin will head to the free throw line. Isn't it crazy to say Vanderbilt's averaging 88 points a game, and that's 5th in the league? I mean, it wasn't 10 years ago when you got first one to 61.
Yeah.
Alabama and Arkansas played one of those games tonight that you will remember for a long time. 117-115.
And what did you tell me that Josh Hubbard had at halftime? Mississippi State. What do you have? 35 at half.
35 behind 9 threes.
So we got one guy with 49 in a game. Hubbard, I don't know where he is right now.
He has 37 now, so they put the clamps on. As a matter of fact, Auburn has now taken the lead. They were down double figures in that game on the road in Starkville. Now lead at 64-63.
Mismatch. Tanner on Mitchell.
Throws it up to the big fella Burns, and he's fouled by Washington. That'll be his 3rd. Burns, by the way, has played the most minutes he played in a game this year was 11. He has now played 16 minutes tonight.
He tried to dunk that from about 9 feet out, didn't he?
He did.
Mitchell threw it kind of wide left, and Big Trent tried to dunk that thing. He's got a smooth stroke. I mean, does have a smooth stroke.
Now 1 of 3 at the line this year.
I remember watching the game when they beat Florida. Dennis Gates ran a play at the end of the half for Trent Burns to pop out, make a 3, and he did.
The only 3 he's made all year.
It's a Missouri team that has beaten Florida. They won at Kentucky. They beat Auburn. They won at A&M. They've got good wins. When they play well, they're a really good team. It's just the inconsistency of what they've done so far this season.
Joe Lunardi said tonight when he sent out his bracketology of this game, doesn't get much bigger for the Tigers, who would move back into the field with a win tonight.
Well, they've responded.
9.5 minutes to play. 17-point game. And there is a look at the first 4 out.
Now, again, I go back, teams on the bubble down the stretch. Let's say there's 6 games left, which there'll be 5 after tonight. All of these teams, 4 in, 4 out, the next 4, probably play around 500 basketball. All of them.
Yeah.
Kind of win at home, lose on the road. Which of the teams can win 5 of 6, 4 of 6? They make the jump. Last year, Oklahoma, I think, won the last 5 or 5 of 6, made the jump from 4 out to, all of a sudden on the bubble, and then you're in.
Robinson right past Tanner. Nickel. Boy, Burns came running at him at 7'5".
Yeah, long wingspan coming right at him. Burns has really had good minutes.
Seven on the shot clock. Harris throws it up and won't go. Tapped right into the hands of Robinson.
Jaden Stone not only tapped it to get a rebound, but he guarded Washington inside, giving up a lot of inches. They never found it.
And a foul. Mitchell to the free throw line.
2 by Mark Mitchell. And then Stone or someone will step in and shoot the other 2. McLaughlin has one more flagrant before he's thrown out. And that's how I would think of it as a player. When the guy said that,
yeah.
Let's take a look over on the right side of your screen. There's the elbow there. then they were appealing. They thought, and Robinson.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, as a competitor, Dave, that face right there, that young man, when you hear it say on the loudspeaker, he has 2, he gets 1 more, but I'm thinking, I get 1 more.
That's right.
I get 1 more. Game's not over yet.
Right. So Robinson makes it a 20-point lead. This was 36-30 at halftime. Vanderbilt's season low in scoring is 64. That was in a loss to Texas, a blowout loss. They lost by 16 in that game. They've got some work to do if they want to meet that number. It is 29-14 in the second half. Missouri out in front. And the largest lead of the night at 21. Burns, pass intercepted by Leverett. Cherokee. Foul, he'll head to the line. Vanderbilt needed that in a big way.
Well, can they make a run? There's a lot of time in this game. Can they make a run? They've got to be aggressive. They've got to attack. And Missouri's got to make sure they don't make silly passes and turnovers on their offensive end.
We've already had a couple of big comebacks tonight. Alabama trailed by double figures. They came back to win in overtime. Texas A&M trailed by double figures. They came back to beat Ole Miss.
2 straight possessions, 2 turnovers by Missouri. Big fellas played well for Vanderbilt.
So that'll get us to our under 8 media timeout. I mean,
yeah, he's been fabulous. Michigan went on the road and won at Purdue.
How good was that North Carolina Duke game the other night? Chapel Hill.
Pretty good finish.
Yes. Jaden Leverett. He's averaged just about 3 minutes per game, but he's got quite a bit of work tonight. And a foul against Tyler Nickel against T.O. Barrett. Boy, this thing had a nice little flow to it until about 3 minutes into the second half. It's been a lot of stoppages.
Flow has left.
Yes. Flo left the building.
That.
Flo's back at home now.
Yeah,
Flo's back at home.
Flo checked out. And you know what? If you're Tyler, you don't want to foul now. You know, just play good defense. You've caused 2 turnovers in a row.
And I'm just going to go ahead and jinx it because Missouri, who came in last in the conference in free throw percentage, is at 76% tonight, 19 out of 25.
Now the pace for Vanderbilt has to pick up. Offensively, get into things more quickly, attack. Yes, there's 7 minutes left, but you're down a bunch.
Tanner, oh, what a take. He'll head to the free throw line.
I think we might start seeing a Tyler Tanner show because just go off his quickness, just keep attacking. Teammates space out. They've not shot the ball well when he passes it to him, but that's a tough finish. See if he can convert a 3-point play.
Again, young man coming off the first game this year without double-figure points, 2 of 10 against Texas A&M. Did have 6 assists and only 1 turnover.
Full court pressure. We'll see if they get into a little bit of a trap.
Tyler Tanner now up to 18. Here's Stone. Phillips blocked from behind by Tyler Harris. Okereke. Tanner working Working on Phillips, and that one's rejected. It'll stay with Vanderbilt.
Yeah, good block by Phillips. Stayed with it, uses his size. Phillips got such quick springs in his legs. For a big man, he gets up high, but he waited till that after Tanner took off, exposed the basketball, and Phillips made a good block.
Nickel cuts to the basket. Couldn't handle the pass from Tanner, and then taken away by Tanner. He's fouled. He'll head back to the free throw line.
Folks, we're looking at 6 foot, 175 pounds, playing with a little bit of a flu bug. He must have his teammates jump on his back and play as hard as he's playing. Mitchell with the basketball. Look at the quick hands. And then he attacks, goes right into the body. Anytime you have a player like this, Dave, you're really not out of the game. And if you're Missouri, if you break the pressure, do you attack or do you bring it back out, run something, try to get a good shot?
21 now for Tyler Tanner. 13-point game. And just a couple of minutes ago, it was 21. Tanner again got his hand on the basketball. Nickel for three. Got it! Don't look now. Time to play. And Vanderbilt's going to put the press on. Mitchell will inbound it.
Brought in another ball handler, Ant Robinson. Boy, trapped in the corner. Ooh, close.
Pierce in the corner. Stone. Missouri going to run some clock.
Now if you're Vanderbilt, just be solid. No fouls, no reaching. Force a tough shot.
3 on the shot clock. Robinson fires.
Wow. What a delivery. A guy that has not really shot the ball well. Or played well in the last few weeks.
Okereke. Bang. Okereke. 2 on the shot clock. Got it to go.
Wow. Tough. Allow the pressure to be put on by Vanderbilt.
Tyler Tanner had his hand on it for a moment. Taken away by Nickel. Behind the back. Corner 3. Good. Okereke buries it.
Pierce careless with the basketball. Another turnover.
A 14-3 Vanderbilt run has cut this to 8.
And now all of a sudden Vanderbilt, because of using so much energy, can back it off a little bit and rest a little bit on the half-court defensive end.
Under 5 minutes to play. Mark Mitchell spins. Won't go. Nickel the rebound.
Have you seen Mark Mitchell miss this many shots around the rim?
I'm thinking the same thing. This has been a tough night for him in that regard.
And now if you're Vanderbilt, you don't have to be crazy and take bad shots. You're only 8 down.
Okereke throws it up. Bing had it and lost it. Washington back on the floor now.
Dave, like anything, when this ball is just out of play right now, the great part is it allows Vanderbilt time to catch their breath. When you make a big comeback, you get so tired that you need breaks. Let's see if Missouri attack. They don't.
Robinson gets it to Barrett.
See, there's something though. There's a lot of time. Are you playing away from the bucket or playing to it and trying to be aggressive and score? You play away from the bucket, I think it's harder to score.
Pierce. In traffic, got it to go. Up ahead to Stone. Lays it up and in. That may be a backbreaker.
Terrific hands, and I think it was Ant Robinson that knocked it away.
Okereke. Nickel battles his way to the rim.
What a tough bucket. Missouri's defense has been outstanding in the half-court set.
The Commodores started this half 4 of 17. They have been. Tanner leads the way with 21. Missouri has 5 players in double figures, led by 19 from Jaden Stone. And Vanderbilt making this run without Devin McLaughlin on the floor as well.
2-on-1. Oh, wow. 2-on-1, he had a lob. It had been easy too, but take it himself.
Oh, the follow by Pierce.
So Pierce gets a dunk anyway. He'd have had a dunk on a lob.
Okereke.
Boy, good pass from Nickel. Ant Robinson did not make a good defensive play. You can't get the steal, don't leave a guy wide open.
And traveling violation will give it right back to the Commodores.
Dennis Gage telling his guys they have timeouts. T.O. Barrett tried to get one. Ant Robinson backed all the way to the corner, then traveled.
Being wide open. Got it. That's a 3.
My goodness.
6-point game.
A team that couldn't make a shot early in this half. Again, 2-on-1.
2:23 to play.
Remember, Missouri has taken a high percentage and made a high percentage of their free throws tonight.
Barrett left it short. Rebound Nickel. Tyler Tanner.
And does adrenaline kick in instead of being tired?
Okereke spins. Got it to go.
Shot. He was looking for contact. Still made the bucket.
4-point game. 1:45 to play.
Who has confidence on the Missouri side to make a play? Well, that pass wasn't that good either.
90 seconds. Barrett stops, kicks it out. Robinson, 6 on the shot clock.
But who takes it?
And a foul with 4.8 on the shot clock. That's going to go against Okereke.
And
that's his 4th.
And Vanderbilt players are exhausted. They are absolutely exhausted. What a run to get back into this game.
Yeah, John, the run is incredible. 8 points in the first 8.5 minutes of the second half for Vanderbilt. They've had 34 points since.
And they played defense so well on that play until the last 4 seconds. Yeah, fouling Pierce.
Well, regardless, it's still going to be a 2-possession game, whether Pierce makes or misses here.
Well, the crowd's back in, Dave.
Yes.
They got a little quiet for a while.
Tanner trying to turn the corner. Drew some contact, and he got it to go.
Unbelievable. Absolutely Unbelievable.
Fouls called on Missouri, number 11, Trent Pierce, into third.
The ability to
Shooting one.
not only draw the contact,
Tyler Tanner.
but then the concentration to finish it. And if you're Trent Pierce at 6'10", if you know you're making contact, don't let Tanner get the shot up.
The young man who came to practice this morning at the gym, sat and watched because he wasn't feeling very well, has just put on a 27-point performance.
And trapped in the corner again.
Timeout taken by Missouri.
Timeout called by Missouri.
Trailed by 21 here in the second half. It's the first time it's been a one-possession game since there was a minute 40 left in the first half.
And I know Missouri called the timeout, but this is a great timeout for Vanderbilt because those guys on the floor, they're exhausted. But what a last 5 or 6, 7 minutes from Tyler Tanner. We talked about him all game long, the season he's had, how special he's been. He has just willed his team back into this game. This thing was over, not even close. His ability on defense to get steals, to ignite his teammates, make plays, not only scoring, but passing. It's been quite a show.
One possession game with 1:05 to play.
Now you don't have to put all the pressure on, right? You can play good defense. So you can go back to what Vanderbilt's been known for, as being a really good defensive team. Interesting that because they've had success, will they keep the pressure on? Looks like they will.
Vandy's on a 31-13 run over the last 7 minutes.
Give that man credit. His guys did not quit.
Psychologically, from a player's perspective for Missouri, where are you?
Well, I think it's interesting the fact not many of them are playing to the ball. They're kind of playing away from it. Now, if you play to it, you got to make smart plays if you're going to attack.
Under a minute.
And at times, T.O. Barrett tries to do too many things with the ball. Rely on your best player. Stone's had a terrific offensive game.
Shot clock at 6.
And we know what Mark Mitchell's like.
Stone. 3-2. Throws it up. Won't go. Rebound. Vanderbilt.
Incredible.
A chance to tie on this possession. Tyler Tanner. Baseline. Bing. For the tie. Short. Rebound. Robinson. 21.5 seconds to play. Free throws coming up for Missouri.
You know, they got to look. They didn't have to have a 3. And I know it had been exciting if it had gone in, but I would have said you have to rely on Tanner or Nickel really to take the shot. Or Okereke. Now Ant Robinson goes to the free throw line. Comfortable last time he was there.
But Lockton here's some boo birds after he has been on the bench for a while, but got hit with a flagrant 2 of them tonight. 2 flagrant ones.
And he still has one more flagrant before they throw him out.
That's right. Robinson converts.
All right, Tanner's got to go in a hurry.
He can do that.
Speed. You're down 4. Gotta go. Can't sit out there.
Nickel. Barrett stays on his feet.
By great defense by Missouri.
Fouled almost. Thought there was a whistle, but that was a squeak, but Vanderbilt got it to go.
Yeah, I thought they called. I thought there was a whistle somewhere.
Timeout taken by Missouri with 6.9 seconds.
It took a long time for Vanderbilt.
I mean, there are a lot of people here. I suspect we're like a minute or 2 away from heading to the exits.
Beat the traffic.
There have been some crazy games tonight in the SEC.
Is there a home run ball here, potentially?
Now Washington.
Overplay on everybody's being overplayed.
Washington And a quick foul by Tanner.
That's a good foul. Not much time went off. Barrett goes to the free throw line. He's 6 of 7 tonight. Should be very comfortable. Good free throw shooter, 83%. Already has taken free throws, so it's not, if you haven't shot a free throw, then that first one's always tough. It's always odd, though, if you're by yourself.
Rounds that one home. Another one of those guys that doesn't use a whole lot of legs.
No, and he doesn't use much at all. You don't need a lot. You're strong enough. I see the guy with the deep knee bends. They usually struggle a little bit. He puts it on that right shoulder, and just as you kind of said, shot puts it in. Pretty good.
Works flawlessly for T.O.
Ball game if they just are smart enough.
Yeah. 4-point lead. Nickel buries the three with 1.8 seconds.
Got a chance.
Taken away by Tanner. The heave at the horn. Oh, my goodness. It rolls around the iron and spits out. And that's how it ends. Missouri wins it by 1.
Absolutely unbelievable. The steal, and then that ball rattled in.
Oh, my goodness. What a finish.